Hello everyone, welcome back. Episode 29 of Season of Ghosts. And today, well, see what we're doing. Based on what we have done previously and how to do that, well, we ask, who would like to do the recap for extra hero point? Takers?
Yeah, sorry, I can... Sorry, I was scrambling to do some stuff.
That's dumb, no problem.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm good now. All right, so we spent a week making preparations for an audience with the Jorogumo, Ren Mei Li, and the day finally came. She made her appearance directly in the cerulean tea house, appearing in a puff of smoke, bypassing the entire village. Probably. She spoke of allowing the four of us to be her stewards in the village, though she requested that we undergo a ritual of the 5 season treasures. First, we were to, quote-unquote, bring her a bright bird of spring. It turned out to be a metaphor. What she actually wished of us was a performance, demonstrating what we have done for the village. We worked with Kazuma Ono, the theater manager, And each of us had various roles to play in the production, both in the setup and during the show itself. It was a hit with everyone, and it seemed to reinforce the bonds of the community. The second treasure was the Fiery Flowers of Summer, and our task was to host a fireworks show. So we went to the marshes of the moon in the north and encountered a peculiar snake-like person, a lunar naga, who warned us of disturbing the balance of the marsh. We reaffirmed our mission to destroy Kugapti and prevent his corruption from spreading any further. And the Naga made peace with us, allowing us to take the flowers that we needed. And we put on a nice show. The third one, the Sweet Apple of Autumn. Renmei Li told us of a grove of apples to the south. We would need to secure and restore it. We fought 4 giant territorial opossum-like beasts and returned to Willow Shore. But when we arrived, we were immediately met at the gate with terrible news. Kazuma Ono was dead. He appeared to have been brutally murdered, and his soul taken by a terrible Ninduru of some sort. Evidence suggested that perhaps the former governor, previously believed to be dead, may somehow be responsible.
As you are gathering yourselves after the investigation, you, well, have time to discuss your plans and figure out what you're doing from here. And in the background of all this, or perhaps even the foreground of it, are the demands of Renmei Li. So, starting off, what are you guys doing? Anything in particular?
So, I remember we had already cleared the apple orchard, which was the task this time. So we have time to find that creature that killed the playwright.
Yes, but the difficulty is going to be how to figure out where they may have gone. I think we just go around the town and see if anybody else has spotted anything strange lately. As a start, at least.
Okay. So, it can be either perception... Well, actually, this would be diplomacy because you're gathering information.
Right?
I volunteer to help with that.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate
Aha. I can gather information for society.
Again,
Oh my goodness.
got to add.
30, it's pretty good.
So, you guys are asking around, you and Baozin. You guys are both able to discover that nobody knows anything about this. They have never seen anything scary. People are saying, well, it's a lot different than what it was in Mindscape. There's not nearly as much hauntings or anything like that. I haven't seen anything. And it's sort of a repetition of the same thing. People haven't seen anything. They're surprised that that it has happened, and still plenty of sort of ideas that it might have been some disgruntled person or otherwise. They've seen a single thing. Frustrating. But I'm going to say this information gathering, this attempt at figuring things out for you guys, has gone on for the better part of the rest of the week, as you guys are going around trying to figure it out. Luckily, there's been no more attacks in that time. And it is at that point that Renmei Li does return to you all, back to Cerulean Tea House. Have some long nights where you've been trying to figure out what had happened and why and how you're supposed to chase this creature down. But all your leads, all your investigations have led you to nothing. no way to stop this. Or even if it needs to be stopped anymore, is it over already? Is that only the one that was ever going to happen? You just don't know. And yet, as Renray Lee re-enters in a silvery fine mist, pause for 1 second because I do need to this advertisement. I totally forgot.
It's all good.
Been a little out of it today. Weird day.
That's fine. I was out of it for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'm doing pretty good today, though.
there we go. Okay. So, as Renmei Lee returns, she regards all you with that quintessential sort of imperiousness, as if she is looking down upon insects even as she looks up at Shugo. Ah. Well, again, you look a little worse for wear. Something happened.
We have been dealing with an issue this week. But do not worry, we took care of the orchard. That has been completely dealt with, and in fact we will be restoring it as soon as we are able to.
Good. Death comes to those who would prey upon our kind. Understand this. Your work as stewards, fighting against those who would threaten me, will never be done. Yet, you're quite apt at fighting, so I believe you have passed that test, so to say. And as she begins to speak a little bit more, you're noticing, of course, her courteousness, her sort of imperiousness, but also there's an intensity manner that she hasn't shown much before. Silvery sheen over her eyes is more pronounced than the tips of her fangs are visible when she speaks. But now, you come to the 4th season, and to the most revealing task. The ritual of winter requires providing a spiced tea for the people, signifying the steward's ability to provide warmth, sustenance, and safety throughout the season's cold and hungry nights. It's best to use fine tea for such an occasion, yet even the finest tea can be improved by filtering it through the most delicate of webbing. The caretakers of Whisperweb Shrine to the northwest provide such fine silk. The texture and weave are perfect for the straining of delicate teas. They may not be what you are accustomed to, yet provide them with a taste of the teas you seek to present, and you should be able to secure their favor. I advise against simply taking from them what you need, but your choices, as always, remain your own.
We do not often just take things without some sort of compensation or fair trade or agreement.
Then perhaps this will allow you to prove your words. Yeah, I owe you this one. He offers the cloisonne ball depicting the fruit platter from the previous one, the autumn test, essentially, the ritual. And she holds back one final ornament, which shows a steaming cauldron glowing against a backdrop of white snowflakes, or perhaps spiderwebs. Now, I hope that whatever is concerning you is not going to impede your work for me.
I'm just going to look to Yuga as that is mentioned.
We've lost a valued member of the community And all I can think of is that perhaps this had something to do with the plays. Perhaps not the one that we, perhaps not the performance that we put on, but the one that was going to be put on, or perhaps the one that was recently put on last time. I'm not sure, but this could happen again. We need to. I don't know what we need to do.
To attack a member of the cultured class of one of my villages is a grave offense. Yet, if this is tied to your old dealings on the other side, then perhaps what I could grant you, the key, the village, open doors that you had not, well, thought of before. The governorship, stewardship, rulership, a status, a symbol. Not just, in fact, a status or symbol. It is a power. If you are the rightful stewards here, then you should have access. Where, perhaps, this enemy of yours lies. For now, though, your best to help the people of the town. For I believe there is little you can do before you are my stewards, before you are officially vested with such, well,
That much has proven to be true.
Sounds to me like you know something about what might be going on.
I have eyes and ears everywhere. I know much about what is going on here. Yet, the only way that I would be willing to help you was if you were to prove to would be my stewards. Before then, I must tell you that little you can do.
I understand.
There's a sort of a glint to one of her teeth.
And I bow as I say that to show my sincerity.
Yep. But you know as well as anybody that death is never final. Not in Willowshore, anyway. Now, I must bid you farewell. Go quickly, find the tea, or find the gossamer threads that you need to filter the tea. Conduct the ritual for the town. Provide for them. I will see you once you do. And she disappears once again into a silvery mist.
Yuga looks to the rest of you and says, I know next to nothing about plants. I've killed a few flowers in my time.
Did you mean to kill them?
Of course not.
My knowledge on plants has been improving, I'll admit, but I'm still more of an expert on tea leaves and not much else.
But this is a tea that we're talking about.
Well, I do know that, but I am worried if I'm good enough for this. That's just how.
But what about these gossamer threads?
To the
Bold of a
northwest.
place. Very good.
Oh wait, was it northeast? Oh, I already forgot the direction.
You were told of a place called the Whisperweb Shrine to the northwest.
Okay,
Produces
my
the
first guess.
fine silky strainings.
Oh, thank goodness you know, because I thought it was south. My mind is elsewhere.
So that was mine. But we continue.
That was very in character. Half in character, actually. You know what? Yeah. Sorry, I've been doing a lot of typing here, trying to like make sure I'm caught up with everything. And
Yeah, no problem. Problem at all.
yeah,
So, Lidon, have you ever made tea using spiderweb?
Can't say that I do. Sounds like it would be an interesting challenge, though.
Well, you are our only hope for it once we get what we need.
That doesn't fill me with confidence.
You are the tea master, are you not?
I am, but I have a tendency of slipping up when it comes to important moments. Maybe that's turning this into a self-fulfilling prophecy. I should stop worrying.
I very much support this idea.
Shall we seek out the people at the shrine so we can get the spiderweb?
I see no reason to dally up on it. Let's go now in case anything delays us.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of non-concerning dice rolls.
Nope, it's
Okay,
just
something
it's
to
just
delay
me
us.
refilling the chat because it kind of bugs out on the stream if there's nothing in the chat. But I did need to sort of reset it because chat logs in V13 will slow the game down immensely if you don't clear them every session. But yes, you guys are ready to head out?
Yep.
Yes.
Preparing yourselves, perhaps even the next day, as the evening, you head back out into the hinterland, Willow Shore. And you're not down there, you're out here. And to the northwest, there are actually some pathways that you know of through the woods here that will lead you in that direction. So you follow them and head for quite a bit, actually. Many miles to the northwest, along... Actually, I would say a dozen miles northwest, in fact. It's an uneventful passage, though there's an ominous hush that descends upon the land as you all draw closer to the Whisperweb Shrine. As you're arriving, the winding path opens here into an idyllic-looking clearing. I need it. At the heart of which shines an achingly beautiful pond. Showing you now. Ornaments hang from tree branches overhead. Papered lanterns, gilt masks, braids of woven silk, and hung among the rest with equal prominence the mummified corpses of animals and more than a few people. Their silent screams are preserved tight, suffocating layers of silk, as though the keepers of this place found that expression particularly pleasing or amusing.
I'm gonna look at the humanoids in the tree, or in the webs.
Joy. This shall
I-
be interesting.
I do not know if that's a good sign or not.
I doubt we should
Not a
be
good sign.
telling those is probably a bad idea, though.
We should.
For all we know, those could be people-shaped deer.
How long do you suppose this has been here?
Can I do any sort of check to see how old the webs might be?
That'd be a nature.
I will certainly attempt it.
You can easily surmise that this place has been home to these creatures for a very long time. The webs are thick, stranded tight, and, well, there's just so much of it that you couldn't imagine this was done quickly.
Well, maybe they will be friendly.
Treat them with respect.
We should have brought something with
Right.
us to barter with.
Well, if anything, we probably can just offer Baozin, right?
We are not giving up Balzum. Not yet.
We still need him.
Yep.
I mean, we
That
need him.
we
He's
are
our friend.
speaking to.
Shugo continues moving down the path towards the water.
And the ornamental pool that glimmers in the middle of the clearing is surrounded by old stone shrines built out of stacked stones, while a beautiful cascade of water runs softly over the edge of a low ridge to the northwest to fill the pool, flowing back out to the south in a narrow creek. And as you guys step up here, look around yourselves, you immediately notice, of course, that you are not alone. Hopefully this doesn't make... Macros don't work. Anyway, I will reveal them. These large, spidery beings come down from treetops and other passageways down these highways of gossamer threads, all around you all. Curious, but also threatening with their sort of front legs hefted up in front of them. Preparation for a fight. And yet, as they step up, one on the right here peeks out above the rest, calling across the water. You intrude upon sacred ground. Your kind abandoned this shrine to us. By what right do you claim such a return?
We come not to defile, but to barter. On behalf of Renmei Li, we seek fine silk.
The queen wishes of the thread. Yet, while she is kin, she has no power over us, like she has power over you. No. Instead, now that you have arrived, you must perform the proper rites and prayers to those you have forgotten here.
Those that we have forgotten here.
Is a shrine, and yet you seem to forget what this shrine served. If your memory is not true, then what claim do you have?
I may have a way to get the information we need to about these spirits, or whatever was at this shrine. I'm talking somewhat out of character.
You can always just roll a religion check too.
I can spend 10 minutes to receive that knowledge via an occultism check.
How cool.
Okay, yeah, you can do that too.
And that feels appropriate.
Okay.
So you do that and I do religion?
So, respectfully, gonna sit down, take out some paper, take out writing utensil. Totally
Yugi
have.
starts racking his brain.
I have chalk. That counts. Chalk counts. And I'm gonna spend 10 minutes using recall knowledge on shrine lore. Let's call it lore
Yep.
on the shrine.
Good. Take your time. You're not allowed to leave either way. Yuga and Bazin. Yuga, you think it must be a shrine to some goddess. And as you're looking over at Bazin's drawing, it vaguely resembles the head of a fox.
Oh,
Daikitsu?
Is that your final answer?
saying it like that really makes me hesitate. But if it looks like a fox, I can't think of anything else.
Well, speak it loudly. Tell us, to whom was this shrine devoted to?
Shrine to Daikitsu.
Your memories have not failed you. You still have some claim to this place. A tradition. Yet, without the proper ceremony, without the proper rites, without the offering to Daikitsu, we do not owe you any of the bounties of this place. And so I ask you guys, what is each of you doing to honor the shrine? Of course, religion, and anything else you can come up with on your own as well. Seem to expect something out of each of you.
I know we went to her shrine at the beginning of this whole campaign and got her favor for the lantern. I cannot remember the life for me how we convinced her.
I believe we did it for a prayer that time.
There was a heartfelt prayer from Yuga.
Ah, okay.
So, what is each of you doing? Just shrine to a goddess that you are
Shugo's going
familiar.
to give an offering of. I don't really have anything in my inventory, but if I had like rice or something like that, that would be a good offering, I believe.
All right.
I looked to light on. You got any more of that rice in your bag?
Of course I do.
It would be a good offering, I believe.
Fair enough. Well, I'll use my feet to buy some rice for us.
Okay. So,
Tell me how much I
Shugo.
need to subtract.
Shugo, you can roll me a nature check to start things off.
Sure. At least I think this is the right thing. I'm just kind of taking a shot in the dark here.
Daikitsu is
But
very
I
much in
grabbed-
charge of like rice harvest and stuff.
Or agriculture, if I remember.
I craft or leave a gift. offering.
Yeah, you roll a crafting check. Put something together, weave something together. These spiders seem to be ever patient. As if they know that if their prey will, or if their prey is, well, unintelligent, and find their own ways to their webs. But Bowsen weave up a sort of religious offering, symbol, whatever it is that you can add to Shugo's rice. It leaves Yuga and Liaodan.
Yeah, so in a really funny sort of coincidence, I just happen to have a couple of things prepared that might be
yeah.
relevant to the situation.
Leave a water basket for everything to float on. That's what I've made.
Perfect.
So, remind me what exactly Shugo was doing?
Shugo was offering simply some rice. The goddess of agriculture.
I have a couple of spells that on their own might not be exactly what we need here. But what I can do is use cleanse cuisine to make sure that the rice is properly purified and blessed, and improve it to make it even higher quality, make sure there's no toxins in it. And I can also offer up some magical food with create food. There appear to be just, it appears that it would handle the spiders if they happen to need any, and if not, it could be serve as also an offering.
Good thing. Go ahead and roll me your religion.
Eh, 30.
Nice. Still a lot because of everything you've got going for you. And so, able to work some magic. Create a great offering, cleanse the air, cleanse, well, the shrine itself, provide much bounty through your magics. And of course,
I do have cleanse air prepared too.
do the proper rites, as per your knowledge of the Daikitsu religion. And finally, that leaves the Outdawn. You do.
I'm thinking about two things that I could do, which is either offer, tea, which would be fitting, or to just try and spruce up the shrine a little with crafting. I think I'll go with the tea, though.
Very well.
So Liaodon just sets down his backpack and, as per usual, produces a tea set and starts brewing.
You have so much prepared and you're always ready. Take the time that they seem to be giving you, however long it takes, to put together an excellent tea ceremony for Daikitsu. And as you all cover each of the bases, pilgrimage of worship, of honoring, even a shrine that has not seen travelers for many, many long years. Perhaps, probably, since Willowshore had disappeared 100 years. You're able to offer a great ceremony. And as the spiders seem to be slowly crouching down, sort of like, they even seem to be able to sort of stride across the water. They are water striders. Whatever those things are called that go across the water. Bug guys. But they're what? As they come around you and step up a little bit closer. They all reach out. Touch each of you. A appropriate offering. May you have her blessing. Being the Pilgrim's Ward. Is +1 to all religion checks and will saves. As long as you follow Daikitu's edicts and anathema, you may have her protection as well.
Blessing I will not see in vain.
What?
Thank you.
Sorry, I had you selected.
Oh. I thought I'd done something.
And I'm not gonna be like, oh, you guys aren't in the fields every day, ensuring the health of the crops. I mean, you don't need to do that. But as long as you don't do anything anathema, like killing innocents or murdering and torturing, anything like that, you get to keep this, essentially.
Dang, you have to stop doing so much stuff now.
Yeah.
Wow, I just about follow all that anyway. Except for the fox's part.
And you were here for Gossamer thread, were you not? Take them,
Yes, we are.
pluck them from whatever we wish. Be careful not to get stuck.
We've been trapped in enough webs for our lives. Thank you.
There's a tree right there. One that has a person strapped to it, but Liado tries to ignore that. As he tries to pluck some threads without disturbing the web too much or getting stuck.
Very well.
Yeah, gonna help with the harvesting as well. Just what we need, not much. I would think Balzan, with his crafting specialty and some of his associates, would be pretty good at gathering a little bit.
It's easy enough for you.
That too.
So, it's gotten late in the day. You guys will probably have to rest out here. It's been a long journey there. Now it's going to be a long journey back. So, you guys can restore your spells however you wish. Maybe, of course, also leave this area so you don't have to sleep with the spiders. But they don't, of course, attack you or anything like that. They allow you to
No,
leave.
none of them are widows, so we'll be fine.
Yeah, Sugar would want to go camp in the woods.
Alright. Leave Whisperweb Shrine. This is a representation of which.
Oh, I love this.
As you guys leave and rest, next day you start heading back to Willow Shore. And when you return to Willow Shore, about midday, or about evening, I would say. This is the wrong Willow Shore. Hold on. Wrong one. I use this one here. Right. As you guys return, it is, this time, a whole cadre of guards. The guard, captain, in fact, Zhang Peng, that rushes up to you all. Seems like this is happening every time you guys leave. There's been another killing.
No, what?
It's,
I do not like this pattern.
yeah. Acting governor, they're at the cathedral. Lady of Souls. Happened
Let's go
earlier
immediately.
today. And as you guys rush over in that direction, rushing over to the Ladies of Souls Cathedral, just after a long trip, your leg is still sore from it. I knew it's become this time. And as you burst through the doors, as nobody's inside, there's a crowd gathered in the graveyard. And atop a freshly dug grave for Asmu'una is another, now slain, figure. That figure is LSS Candora. Her body desiccated, her eyes torn, but not really torn, but plucked out. Her wrists branded the same way as Kazuma Uno.
Yuga approaches and just stands there staring with such a calm expression that you can tell something is wrong. And he just doesn't talk.
Laying aside her shattered, blood-stained flute. You knew her to sometimes come out here into the graveyard and, well, play the flutes for the dead.
I think I may be starting to notice a pattern here.
Yes, they are targeting people close to Yuga.
Then do they hate Pharasma?
Actually, I
Just-
think they might be targeting people of the performing arts.
I don't think I've ever seen her play the flute, but I don't really
Well,
come up
you're
here very
quite
often.
alive.
So.
Yuga, without saying anything, he pulls out his own flute. It's very, very similar to hers.
Only a few onlookers at this point. This happened a few hours ago. The word spread. It's late at night at this point. Moonlight glimmering in the sky, half overcast.
It's kind of deaf for a cleric of Pharasma. Seems insulting.
Yeah.
Can I
Isn't.
think of... Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying it is insulting. You go on.
Is there any sort of connection that I can think of between her and Kazuma at all? That they would both be targeted besides Ledon's performance thing, maybe?
Roll me a society check.
I'm thinking about this too myself, like, because I'm thinking that there might have been some kind of a connection with old governor.
May I roll that society check?
I suggest to you to do it.
Shugo tells me to think.
Use that noggin.
I have to.
Thousand.
I love intelligence.
I might not need to roll anything.
Of what you guys have sort of tried to figure out here. about connections. You almost feel like the two best connections you have are either they are both performers or they are both connected to Yuga. Yuga is, well, still the sitting governor. Interim, perhaps. Still governor.
Did our return here, did it disrupt something that was hiding? Perhaps if Yuga is the target, maybe it wants Yuga to suffer since Yuga's the head of the town, you could say.
And always for any crime scene. For your perception checks, have a look around. See if there's something odd, unnoticed before. Something like that. Quite a bit distracted at this point.
Oh yeah.
So it is Shugo who takes the lead. Scene of the crime. A broken flute. It appears to have been shattered by sonic damage rather than a physical blow. You imagine it might be a particular spell, and there are hallmarks that you could look for if you are knowledgeable about magic. So any
I
of the
am.
magical traditions, if you want to roll them: religion, arcana, nature, occultism.
Religion has sonic spells. I'm in.
So does cultism.
Oh yeah, we share that.
Yep.
Yuga and I are gonna make this check then.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic. This main spell.
Detect no magic.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I am not keeping my natural. Wait, can you use that on a natural one?
Use what on a natural one?
The hero point.
Yeah.
Why was I thinking?
Because they're usually blind checks for recall knowledge. Can't use hero points on recall knowledge, or blind checks, but we do in public for the benefit of the watchers.
Right.
So yeah,
So I can. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. It's a little more acceptable.
Or in fact, you're able to realize that it must have been a shatter spell. And you know that shatter specifically targets an object. It's not like an AoE that blows up anywhere. It's specifically you cast shatter on an object to destroy the object. So whoever did this wanted that flute broken. You guys, you're looking at it, you get the impression probably keep that flute. Broken flute. Isn't it?
I'm going to keep that broken flute.
And on to the other perception, sort of bonuses or other things you guys learn from these perception checks. All this is, you guys know this, so you guys especially, often played her flute over the graves of the recently deceased, believing that music would help guide them to the afterlife. Her flute being broken suggests perhaps that someone wanted to further ensure Uno's soul would become lost and indicates an extra layer of cruelty to the crime. This has occurred over the freshly dug grave, or freshly filled in grave of Kazuma Uno. And finally, the broken flute suggests something else as well. The murder might be a supernatural creature called a Yohoi. They're said to loathe and fear the sound of flute music performed by a holy person.
that makes it clear how we can deal with it once we can find it.
Gotta speak up, Basin.
Sorry,
Still ducking.
that makes clear how we can deal with it once we can find it. Or at least something that could help us. I wish we had more, though. More information.
Everything else about the crime seems very similar. Sort of binding the burn marks of chain around the wrists, lack of eyes, and the sort of desiccation of the body, the removal of the fat within.
I have half a mind to make an extreme ruckus right here and right now and call the evil directly to us so that we can give it a proper thrashing.
Stay your hand, Yuga.
How would you all
Renmei
feel
Lee
about
promised
that?
us a key that can help us find wherever this beast is hiding. Then, with your control, you can release your rage. But not now. Not ready. And if the pattern is true, that it only strikes when we leave, then we should stay. Wait for Renmei Lee to come back. Then formulate a plan once we know what this key will do.
I think they were just targeting. They were just targeting her because of the music, right? Because she was trying to find peace for Kazuma, right?
If it's a Yohoi, that would make sense.
So as long as my father, sorry, okay, I understand what you're saying. You're right. You're right. We shouldn't rush this. I'll be okay. But I'm really starting to question the value of continuing to go on these silly little errands when there's a real problem in front of us.
That was the last errand for now.
Well, I think I'm going to be here all night if that's okay with you all.
Do you want company?
No, yes.
I can stay here for the
We'll
night
have
as well.
You will have company.
Yuga opens his mouth like he's about to speak, but chokes on whatever he was going to say. He just can't talk right now.
As you all stand vigil, as Yuga, well, does what they can stay there for the night. Over the long night, have much to think about. All truly worth it to bring people back here into the living world where they can now truly die, instead of being in a cycle of, well, rebirth here. Not sure. None of you are really sure. But eventually the sun rises, and a new day comes that you must face. And so, you guys head back to the Willow Shore. Of course, there are people asking for updates. People are already sort of sequestering themselves inside, not going out after dark. Children are not even allowed outside of their homes at this point. Terror has gripped the town. There are murders, and these murders are true. Real. The living world. And yet, life must go on. The people of the town still go to their jobs, still go to markets to buy food. And they put all their hope and trust to you all. While there's seemingly nothing you can do, figure out what's happening with these murders, this murderer is conniving enough to do them when you are away. I have no idea where to look, but find it. There's no trace, no path to follow, no steps to track. Nothing. You're going to have to put your faith, your own faiths, your own hope, into the promise of Lady Renmei Lee of some sort of solution. So later that week, he arrives once more. Check in.
Before she arrives,
Oh, yes.
Shugo's gonna gather everybody one of the mornings and
Yep,
just to have a short conversation. I had a thought. If Renmei Lee's solution doesn't do anything for us,
Do share.
one of us could be bait.
Hugo looks at Shugo, just kind of staring blankly.
If that is truly what we believe attracts this thing, and we are much stronger than any villager would be, we would have a chance, potentially.
So what? Hang out at the graveyard and sing some funerary rites to the two that have fallen so far?
It's just a thought. I don't know how it would work. It would probably have to deal with music.
Not a bad thought. A backup plan. Makes sense you'd think that. Let's see where we go first.
Maybe Renmei Lee will have the solution that we need.
Perhaps we'll do both.
I want to be sure that everything that Kamona's works remains safe. I don't think I'm done looking at them yet, come to think of it.
Well, let us see what Renmei Lee has to see when she visits.
Of course.
Alright. It is not long before she does, and another similar swirl of silver mist appears
You gonna
before
make that
you.
tea? No, not
All
yet,
again.
Ron.
Well, certainly. No, that's not the right voice. I certainly believe you've had enough time to go to the Whisperwhip Shrine. I hope you have that tea prepared in a week's time. I would like to be served.
Of course. And does as he was ordered and serves the tea course, with all of the decorum and ceremony as needed.
Roll me your T-lore.
I'm going to hero point that.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Takes the tea and drinks it. And she finishes it after sort of 5 minutes or so of lightly sipping on it, regarding you all, not saying a word. Watching you all patiently allow her to finish her tea before she smiles mercurially, sort of like a, like a quaint sort of smile. She sort of does this full body stretch, during which her 8 legs unfold from her back and stand on the ground to lift her humanoid form into the air. Now that you have done my tasks, I don't need you to be, obscured from my true nature.
Oh.
Anyway, doesn't mean anything much. I just... it's a little cramped under the robe, that's all.
That's understandable.
I understand why you do it as well.
I show my true power to you, my true form. No need for subterfuge anymore. It
I
worked
think
well
we've
with
been
me.
sufficiently prepared.
You have. Now that you have satisfied me and the guardians of Whisperweb Shrine, you be prepared to pursue the 5th and final treasure. But it is also time for us to reach a clear understanding, without illusion or pretense, about Willowshore's future. I am prepared to accept you all as stewards. I am also prepared to offer considerable autonomy to Willowshore with a silver seal. The precise terms can be negotiated, but I expect you will find them very reasonable, far more reasonable than you would receive from any other court. And in exchange, what I want is this: an oath of personal fealty superseding any loyalty you may have to Lady Langloy or the rest of the Jorogomo court. I wish for you to be my agents and mine alone. Naturally, this will be kept discreet. Outwardly, you must play the part of loyal subjects to the Jorogomo court and never let our private agreement slip. If you find that my kindred make unreasonable demands, you must ask me to intercede, rather than taking matters into your own hands. But I do promise my protection if your village should need it. And I make this offer only because I have been impressed with your skills so far. I hope that you will not betray my trust. Here now, what do you say? We have a deal.
I personally have had plenty of time to think about this issue. I'm in.
And since you want personal oaths of loyalty, it should come as no surprise to you that I give mine freely.
I suppose it is the best for the town that this happens. So yes.
I do still harbor my suspicions, but I do recognize that I should let bygones be bygones at this point.
Good. You're intelligent enough to understand that you have no better option than me. Now, for a bit of a reward. You must now walk the Gossamer path and seek the favor of the veiled path maidens. They are guardians of secrets, particularly those of the shameful dead, and I believe they will have information of value to you about the unfortunate cruelties your town has been experiencing of late. Go to them, ask of them what you wish to know, and why. Seek their counsel in solving your murders, and prove you are willing to take great risks to solve your town's pains. This is the final season, and your final test. A steward worthy of the office is courageous enough to seek assistance for their people without being cowed by high offers of personal danger. Go then, prove your mettle. And I do have something that I could provide you to expedite your journey. As the Gossamer Path lies within the Gossamer Mountains, to the west of here. Now, we are, of course, deep in the Spectre Wood, but, well, the Gossamer Mountains are about 300 miles away, still. Yet, I have something that can help with that. This, Gossamer Sash. And some sanctified beams to go along with it. Gossamer Sash. Hold it amongst yourselves. Walk along any road between midnight and sunrise. Will allow you to appear where you wish to be. Along the Gossamer Path. They will find you. And also these may help you along the way. Just some gifts. Effective against incorporeals, evils. So, if you play your cards right, you won't have to fight them. Just ask the right questions.
These are great boons. Thank you. Use them wisely and come back with more information and strength than before.
Now this is more a suggestion than a challenge, I must admit. The Path Maiden will know the answer. For you seek one shameful undead.
Thank you. So out of character, basically, we gotta go to these Gossamer Mountains and use this sash.
Nope. The Gossamer Sash allows you to go there. To sort of basically project yourselves there, in a way.
Oh, okay. Because I was just trying to figure out, it's an illusion that takes us back to where you started using it. My brain can't tonight.
And we're going there to specifically talk to the maidens?
Ask the question. It is deeply on your mind. About these murders. They deal in the shameful dead. Now, do you have any other questions?
I look at the others and I shake my head.
I have none. Thank you for your visit and your counsel. We'll waste no time in acting on it.
Very well. Return. Return quickly. I will give you only a day since you are using the sash. Perhaps, with some brevity, we can avoid any further murders of my subjects.
I have a request to make then, if you are going to only give us a day.
Yes.
I want you to... I know this is a large request. Can you stay here and watch over the villagers while we do this task?
Roll diplomacy. Or have somebody else do it. As,
I look at you.
We're hurting, and the villagers are losing morale each week. Every time this happens, they're afraid we're not going to be able to properly function like this. Something must be done, and they must be protected. Rolling.
Evan,
A little
you are
weak.
close enough to the halfway hero point if you wish to use. Or
I'll take it.
also have a... Either way. A little bit better.
Wow!
She regards you imperiously. Very well. So just this once. Your enemies are cunning. They only strike when you have left. And I must admit, what I have been asking you to do has taken you away from your home, from the place you are to be governing. Under normal circumstances, you would not be making these trips. You would be here, you would be able to defend the townsfolk. So, I will stay one night and one night over, only. I will look over the town from far. But, of course, my immense skills in magic, no creature of the night will go undetected to me. And if they think they can murder my subjects while I am here, they will be sorely mistaken.
Shigo kind of gives a small bow to that. We greatly appreciate this. Everybody here. The whole entire village.
Remember it. You will remember it as proof that I wish for the prosperity of my subjects. I protect them from danger. But only, of course, when you are not able to protect them yourselves, when it is not within your own powers to do so. And unfortunately, you cannot be in two places at once. So yes, one singular night. Take the sash, wait until midnight, walk the roads, sash around each of you in each of your hands. You will be transported to Gossamer Path, and there you can ask your questions. I will find a place to wait this out. She disappears in silver mist once more.
It was quite a bold ask.
DC was 30.
Oh my gosh.
Paid off.
If-
That's incredible.
If she says that she can help keep us safe from the other Jorgomo and whoever else, then this shouldn't be an issue.
Like I've been saying, it's in our best interest. And yes, I have no regrets on the path we've chosen so far. We've made the best actions we can at every turn. Let's keep going. And tonight, we will have answers. Answers with which we can find the justice we need. The justice Yuga wants most of all. But I seek it too.
Shugo just nods.
So, we're going to take a 5-minute break here. Be back in 5.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Alright, we're back. So, we had just finished with you guys having another discussion with Lady Lady Renmei Lee, and seems that she seems you perhaps a path to the answers. The Gossamer Sash will allow you to speak to a path maiden, those that deal in the shameful dead. Anything you guys do before heading out, perhaps just tonight? Would be tonight because that's all she's giving you.
Can we do some quick research on the Path Maidens at all?
Yuga can roll a religion check.
I'm doing that. $29.
You are not sure what a path maiden is, though you think you've vaguely read something about it when you were studying to be a cleric of Rasma, but you forget.
If we had more time, I'd suggest we go hit the books.
I suppose
We
we'll
don't
get a
have
more
much time.
concrete answer firsthand.
Do not seem, yes, to have enough time. And yet, night falls, midnight comes. You all head out onto the roads of your home. Heading along whichever road. I'll actually ask you guys, which road do you head along? Do you walk along for the purposes of this semi-ritual?
Why not the one that goes through Ugly Cute's gate?
Okay.
Seems poetic.
Just follow along. Heading out from town. Onto the roads that once led to nowhere, now lead to the wider world. You wrap the sash maybe around your arms or just in your hands and start walking. I was wondering who had it. There we go.
Can I click use or does that not matter?
You don't need to use. Don't press it. Because use is not use means delete, essentially.
Yeah, I
I hate
figured.
it so much.
It's
I've
so
forgotten
stupid.
that a couple times.
Mm-hmm. In the dead of night, moonlit, starlit night, you walk along the Duyu River. Nearly by the time you make it to Gourd Lake, an hour has passed, and you very quickly feel like your surroundings are shifting. You step into what seems to be a lonely mountainside road. Move you guys to a new. Old, lonely road. In the midst of the Gossamer Mountain. Farther from home than you've ever really been. Mists shroud this path, making it hard to see more than 100 feet in front of you. Yet you get the impression that you are on the right path.
I'm so tempted to ask about the situation with Kugabti, but we need to figure out what's going on with the town.
Problem at a time.
Yuga is just marching just very resolutely. He's just been in an absolute state this past week.
You guys march along the path. You start to hear a voice. A voice from the mist. Oh, bloods. Living bloods. Fragile, mortal beasts. Why do you tread the Gossamer path? Whose dead secrets do you seek? And for whose lives would you use them? Floating, seemingly at the edges of your vision through the mists, you catch glimpses of this purple gossamer cloak. Wafts at the edges of your vision through the fog.
Asking about the undead that is murdering those in our town. I do not know its name.
You gotta speak up?
It's what we do not know its name, but we know what it might be. I suppose we need to ask about that undead that has killed 2 of our kin. So, is everyone good with that answer? That we ask about the undead that has killed 2 of our town?
Yes, of course. There is some sort of creature plaguing us.
We believe it to be called a Yohoi.
It is killing people brutally, stealing their souls.
We also believe it may be related to Hishambo Bao.
Greed and shame. Such potent tonics to quicken a change. A man becomes a monster. A monster, though, becomes a gateway. Look, there. Find your answers. And you guys look as the Path Maiden word sort of moves aside. It indicates a strange thing ahead of you. An oblong silver mirror manifesting out of nothingness, hovering in the air in the middle of the road here. You look at it, maybe look around it. Its reflection shows only an empty path, even when you stand directly before it, as if it's reflecting only the road as it appears when not traveled at all. Approach the mirror.
I approach.
Shugo quickly does as well behind Yuga.
And I'm beside him.
Yadon approaches behind Hugo.
Alright. Mirror swirl with fog floats, awaiting a close inspection. And as you guys approach it, the image shifts. The governor's manor in Willowshore appears, though not in its current dilapidated state, but as a splendid manor, freshly painted and colorfully tiled, with imperial banners hanging above the doors and gold tassels streaming from lantern posts. The image then moves inwards, passing through the mansion's doors and then through its courtyard, to finally enter the manor's master bedroom, before stopping at a door in the northern wall that didn't exist in that room before, when you guys had visited. The door's made of fine cypress wood, with an ornate golden lock worked into a hideous fiend's face, sitting above the door handle. See here. A crown of claws and gouged out eyeballs encircle the creature's brow. The fiend's face then shifts again, now appearing to be that of Governor He Shan Bao. Peers out of the mirror and speaks. The rich becomes a feast. Greed and shame, shame and greed. What marvelous chains they weave. What lovely tricks, what clever locks. I'll open your doors and visit some more, and soon shall man and monster be one. And then Kugopti has won, for only a rightful ruler shall carry the key to my domain. Just as quickly as it appeared, the mirror dissipates. The mist thickens around you all. Its presence seems alive and hungry, creating claustrophobic closeness that wasn't present before. Yet the path is emptier too, as the veiled maidens have vanished. Seems their strange test is at its end. Before long, as the mists fly closer and closer, you're all sort of sucked through them and back. Willow Shore. Back to the hinterlands, on the path you had just walked a moment before.
So is that undead the former mayor?
It would seem so.
Let Kugopti get its claws on our town.
That is the impression I got.
Who thinks he should still be leader? Greed and shame. His greed to rule, his greed for wealth, and his shame for what he wrought.
So he has fully become corrupted by Gapti then.
Must return him to the cycle. The door we saw, the manor. I suppose that is where we must go.
Yes, but he talked about a key to my domain.
So did Renmei Lee.
She knows more than she lets on. I have to wonder if she's involved somehow.
I have doubts of that.
I can't imagine someone such as her would possibly be in league with Kugopti. That doesn't make any sense to me.
I see no motive for it. How would she benefit? She's very pragmatic. Cares for what benefits her, and Kugopti brings naught but ruin to anything she would seek to build.
I am just thinking of every possible thing.
I know.
I think you were right to do so. I don't think we have enough evidence that points to her being in league with Kugopti, but it would be foolish of us to completely forget about that possibility.
Let us see what she says about this key, and we can take care of one part of the problem at least.
Yes, I very much look forward to doing so.
And perhaps the door will only show once we have that key. For we did not see such a thing before.
I wish for nothing more than to introduce that man
This chain
to my lady.
Lovely tricks with clever locks. Who is they in this poem? The village?
So I'm looking for they in the poem again.
What marvelous chains
What
they
marvelous
weave?
change they weave. The only group mentioned before that is the village.
But if we're
Who is
talking
he?
about weaving, we are talking about
The Dorogomu.
Let's just take this one step at a time then.
I agree.
Head back, get some sleep. Return and await
Imagine
Sure.
getting sleep.
Lady Ren Maylee.
Real fantasy.
Oh boy, I hope nobody died tonight.
Go along. Well, you're not awakened by pounding at the door. There doesn't seem to be any ruckus in town. I'll get your preparations done for the day. And, well, you step back into the cerulean tea house. But once again, awaits Ren Maylee's return. Yet, of course, she does. This time, of course, in a swirl of silver mist. Prompt as ever. It's a good trait. I will admit your countryside is glamorous in the night. There has been no trouble in your town. I believe that my presence scared away whatever was preying upon our people.
I'm thankful
believe
for
we
your
know what-
assistance.
I believe we know what is preying upon our people.
Ah, yes.
Our disgraced and
Question you ask.
corrupted former mayor. The shell of the man he once was, we thought him destroyed.
Your former governor, Aishan Bao, I believe it was. I may never
That's
met
right.
the man. But he offers a slight bow of respect to you all. Very well. You have completed all my trials. She unfolds from her robe a large golden key. 4 circular hollows punctuate the key's ornate shaft, and spider fangs dangle from silken threads strung through its pierced heads. She then takes out the cloisonne balls of the 5 season treasures and slots them into the key's shaft. And as they are slotted in, they lock into place, and a golden glow surrounds the object. There's but one more thing. Swear yourself to the office. Serve as Willishore's stewards wisely and well. He holds out the key.
Yuga starts to reach out for it, but pauses and then looks at the other 3 and kind of gestures for everybody else to approach.
Nodding and walking up.
Sure does so.
Let's take it at the same time. We can choose who holds onto it afterward, but let's accept it with 4 hands.
Alright. You'll reach out. Accept it. Each grasping the part you can. You take it from her hand. You hold it in yours. All together. That is the symbol of your office. You are now legally part of modern Willishore's government, and are considered the rightful rulers of the town, alongside your currently serving governor. And because you are legal appointed rulers, you may have access where you otherwise wouldn't have within the governing manor. A place you wouldn't otherwise see without being vested rulership in this place.
So that place still holds secrets yet.
I'm glad they didn't.
Explain much.
I'm glad they didn't fully demolish it then yet, if that's the case.
We'll have to refurbish it. It's due for such.
The proposed demolition that I had in mind, it was not a high priority compared to restoration of the village in general.
Either way, it is good that you didn't demolish it, for it holds Path, your enemy. Final path. For it is through your former governor that it seems that Ugapti has wrested so much control in the living world. Through him. Alone.
It does appear to be the case.
Are you to enter that place and put it all to rest? I believe then,
Soon.
and only then, will you be able to enact Kugapti's final demise and ensure the prolonged prosperity and safety of your people. With that in mind as well, you had done so well with your 5 seasons treasures, with all of my tests, that I thought about some gifts to provide each of you. This bag, of course, comes along with it too. She presents a spacious pouch made of spider silk. And within, you find a bright octagonal frame surrounding a circular dawn silver shield, which itself is polished to a mirror-like sheen that reflects clear and true. An evil reflecting shield. Next, you find a fortune cord. The fortune cord is to be essentially braided with coins. And if you load up to 100 coins onto it, you can use them as if they are charges for effects, such as creating a powerful nunchaku with it, or, well, you could just sling the coin. Well, and there are different effects, different damages based on which sort of coins you add on to it. Though, most of the time, you should just do copper. So, it doesn't increase the damage, it just changes the damage type.
That's incredible.
That is amazing.
The just the sheer difference in monetary value between acid and cold.
Yeah,
I'm just
doesn't make much sense that they're same damage, but it's balancing.
wow.
Well,
Earned income got a lot stronger.
it is also, the coins are not used up by these effects, I don't believe.
Doesn't
They're
look
just
like it, yeah.
attached, so you just have to go and pick up the coins after they're fired out. So that makes it a lot better. Just, I mean, still getting 100 platinum coins is pretty hard, but yeah, it's more you have that in the bank, and you can switch between acid, electricity, fire, and cold if you carry around a lot of money with you. You never spend it necessarily. Next, however, is an ashwood staff topped by a long tassel of bleached white horsehair. Historically carried by the most important court officials throughout various regions and periods of TNC's history, purgatory emissary staffs are also strongly associated with psychopomps, serving punitive sentences. It's thought this connection is a comical nod to the bureaucratic nature of the afterlife. It is very much Erasmite's staff.
Uh-huh.
And finally, Sensei's parasol,
Yoink.
which is basically a bow staff that also sort of doubles as a sort of metal slatted parasol. It can sort of like, you can sort of pull out the metal and make it into a parasol to make it a shield for you. And
Whoa, that's a lot of health on that shield.
it's a moderate sturdy shield. It's a very good shield. And also, if creature misses you with a melee strike, they roll a new strike against a different target within your reach. Redirecting strike.
Feels like a lead out on thing.
+2 striking boost then.
It would. If... I think there might be something that unfortunately messes things up for me, but I'm like double checking everything about my...
I think you
Things.
need an agile or finesse, right? And I don't think it's either of those.
I just finesse or a simple weapon, I think, which is why I'm
Bow
checking.
staff.
It could be martial or simple.
Bow staff is martial.
Ah,
It must be an agile or finesse melee weapon. Yeah, unfortunately. So not even or a sap. So not even a simple weapon, just a
Yeah.
specific simple weapon. I can't use it, unfortunately.
I don't think I can use shields. I'm a caster. You need a specific shield proficiency, right?
No, you don't. No, not at all. Anybody can use a shield. Anybody can raise a shield for +2 AC from one action. Anybody can use shields. So, one of you should use the evil reflecting shield. At the very least.
I can certainly take
I'm
that.
usually out of
Um,
harm's way.
I guess the fortune cord. Hold on. Oh, the fortune cord is a reflex save. Well, that's save based.
Yep.
Half decent for this level too.
Much so. We'll get to use it at any other point, so it'd be fun.
I am certainly looking at the fortune cord.
One of you guys should take the shield as well.
The
You're
shield,
reflecting.
if I can actually use that.
Reaction 1 degree better against an unholy or void effect, which, well,
It's big.
yeah.
Yeah, I could actually use the fortune cord. Nunchaku's are finesse weapons.
Oh, so you can do a nunchuck with the fortune
Okay,
cord.
you take the fortune cord then. I'm thinking about the shield.
As mentioned, I'm usually out of harm's way, so I feel like the shield should go to someone else.
Yeah, because I am squishy. I could use the defensive option.
How about it?
Another melee weapon to my groin collection.
So it is only
no.
regularly striking and probably not as good as something else. Either way. In a pinch.
I need to get rid of some things with bulk.
There is a spacious pouch in the chest. There's also the Fang and Key. Make sure to
Drag
pick
that
all
into
that
the
up.
party inventory.
I will do it.
I've been carrying that the whole adventure. Oh my goodness, it's so much better.
Just carrying a sickle around the whole entire time.
Never use them. Never touch them. I don't need these. Oh shoot, I forgot to use soap.
That reminds me, I'm still carrying around a giant cannon. Well, not giant, but a cannon. I'll keep carrying it around.
We thank you for these gifts.
You're very welcome. Now, I expect a full report after you've done all of this. After you've rid us of this problem. And then we can truly discuss the future of Willowshore. Farewell now. And do try to stay alive.
Of course.
Gladly.
With that, disappears in silvery mist one more time. So, with the Fang and Key in hand, with the 5 season treasures complete, with the knowledge required to go and face down Ishanbo, Gugapti, go ahead and level up.
Woo!
I'm gonna move us out to Willowshore proper as well. So,
Awesome. Okay, that is.
and of course,
Well, getting an item with a reaction definitely helps me determine what not to choose.
and yeah, of course, this is an opportunity to do sailbox stuff. Probably your final opportunity.
Oh boy.
Oh, I finally get something amazing for myself.
Oh yeah.
Something I've basically been waiting for this entire campaign.
Just as planned. Next time you cast division, you can roll d20 twice and take the higher once an hour. Oh, that's actually really good. Just as planned.
Keikakudori. Probably butchered that horribly.
What?
The mimetic line from Death Note, basically.
Oh, okay.
Just as planned.
Well, big day for the marshals. And maxes out the casters of the campaign.
Oh yeah, that means another spell slot at my max rank.
And
Not me accidentally typing 32. Don't worry, guys, I got this.
Oh man.
What skill feat shall be my final one?
Bind undead is tempting. That implies, well, that's assuming that we're not fighting him and him alone.
I actually have a bad feeling about what we might encounter.
Yeah.
I have a weird question about
Yeah.
very specific interaction. With cognitive crossover, if I use the like quote unquote in combat recall knowledge, would that also like apply to that?
But what is it? There's a crossover. Cratons?
Just any. I don't know why it's like named like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gain no information. Oh, jeez. One of the two skills you chose for this feat. You immediately reattempt the triggering check using the other chosen skill. It's Arcana, Crafting, Lore, Medicine, Nature, Culture, Religion, or Society. You're just asking if it works with your Investigator recall knowledges?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. I mean, it says when you gain no information from a recall knowledge, and you do recall knowledge as an action, as part of your Investigator stuff, yep.
Alright, fair enough. I'm just gonna write that down, the feat name, just for study.
Oh, I could take dragon form. That'd be fun. You know
Form
what?
spells are...
Why not?
Form spells are not that great. I mean,
That is a good reason not to.
it's good if you are in an encounter where you only want to cast one spell, because basically you're just going to stay in the form for the rest of the encounter. That's basically it. It's like, it's an economy pick, essentially. Like, it's a... Not that bad, you know? Why not? Actually, go for it. Go for it. I think it'd be good.
Okay, because I was also looking at Spirit Blast.
Yuga has Spirit Blast.
You know what? Yeah.
But yeah.
I was
I should
only
say-
considering it since I have Sure Strike.
Oh, if you...
So, I s-
well, you can't cast spells while you're in a battle form. That's the problem, Dawson.
That is type of my dragon form. Well, it would be an occult. It'd be cone of poison. Fortitude save, probably.
Which, against undead's probably not gonna work.
Okay, I'm thinking of Spirit Blast because that's just a big pile of. Oh wait, no, that's a Fortitude save. What the?
That is a fortitude save, yeah.
I mean, it's good, but I
is.
was hoping it was a spell attack so I could use Sure Strike.
Well, remember,
Ah.
okay, just as a baseline, undead, and especially ghosts, generally have low fortitude saves, because fortitude is your, like, you know, body's physical power, and undead usually have, like, just fucked up bodies. So fortitude, especially against ghosts, because ghosts, any incorporeal, especially ghosts, always gonna have low fortitude, no matter what. No, it's not a bad choice at all, actually. It's really not a really good choice, to be honest.
Rip the Spirit is thematically cool, but it does negative damage, so that's not gonna work.
Yeah. I'm not coming to play. Especially since you know Nendoru are resistant to void damage.
Oh yeah.
There's such a cool cone spell that I can take that's void damage. I'm like, on second thought, that's
Hmm,
not very good in this campaign.
not really.
It's really not. I like the concept of void damage, like mixing like void and like alongside the
Oh,
holy
come
stuff.
on.
You know, like
Negative stars is so cool. Why do arcane casters not get That's such a good defensive spell.
Where shall we put ourselves once we're done leveling up? Probably chose a poor time to ask that.
Sorry, say it again.
Where shall we put ourselves once we're done leveling up?
Oh, well, don't do that yet because I want that to also be coupled with shopping, which, last call for shopping, because if you're not using it, it's the end. This is it. So sell
Awakened entropy.
what you need to sell. And actually, there's a lot of things in the party inventory that you guys probably still need to throw over in the sale box, so I'll wait on that.
So, Awakened Entropy is tempting because it's a fortitude save that will deal force damage if a creature's undead and can't take negative damage.
Mm-hmm.
Even evil beings such as fiends with unlimited lifespans can be worn away by entropy.
Pretty
does.
powerful AoE. Sustain for a minute, increase the area. It's just like a swirl, and the size of the dice. Okay. Oof.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
taking that.
That'll require some work with your allies, but that's cool.
That's the idea. If Shugo can grab him and just keep him at the edge of the range so Shugo doesn't take the damage. I don't know, that sounds difficult actually.
It might
Oh,
be,
but if
but
we wall him in.
Do not wall me in.
Not you, the boss. Okay, so that's one spell.
I'm going through the party inventory right now.
I wanted to find something worthwhile to use. Support.
So I can become huge, right? And
uh,
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm not doing that.
let me look at where you're going, just so I can give you a good answer.
Huge would not work very well. Yeah, I'll stay large.
Probably not. Yeah. Probably not. It could work. You could make it work. Not like game rigging, but yeah.
I was very split between what feat to take at this level. I ended up taking this.
Furious grab. Your last action was a successful strike, and you have fuck you have the monster grab.
I've got auto grab, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of something cruel. I can make my other 6th level spell Wall of Force. 1 turn, 3 actions for Wall of Force. To box him in, and then Ashes of the Ages.
Finally taking a barbarian ability as a feat. Who would have guessed? Oh, I forgot I had intimidating strike.
Oh yeah, you do. Not really that effective now.
No. Devastating Bite is just better, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, no, I guess Frightened is still good. I have no idea what to take for a skill feat, unfortunately.
just came to the horrible realization that I was supposed to be a master in Willow Shore lore.
Oops.
I don't think
Oopsies.
it's strange. And
Yeah, it's +2 difference. Yeah. My bad.
I'm realizing it's folly to look for an attack roll spell in the occult list.
But yeah, if you guys have like weapons you don't think you're ever gonna use, just put them in the soul logs.
So we can give Leodon enough platinum.
There's just not much of a
It's like
purpose.
Terraria.
Not much of a purpose to keep them unless you're actually gonna use them.
I mean, I do have like situationally useful weapons.
Well, I think I moved what I think we don't need over to the party inventory.
I could take Death Ward to protect somebody from negative energy. +4 status saves to death and negative effects. Negative resistance 10. Suppresses effect of the doomed condition. Oh, that's good.
I'm really struggling with a level 12 skill feat.
Ah, shoot, I got that too.
Because I basically got all the medicine ones I wanted. The religion ones seem extremely situational.
I'm gonna prepare Soul Food. Leodon, make sure you tell me what damage type you are gonna use.
Come again?
Make sure to let me know what damage type you are going to use with.
Probably I'm just going to slot on copper. But I'm most likely going to be sticking with my crossbow for most of the time anyways.
Okay, because I have a spell that on touch, fortitude save, death effect can apply a weakness to acid, bludgeoning, cold, electric. Oh, I can do physical damage types too. Never mind.
Yeah.
Would it be sacrilegious if I solved the teachings of Sangpashti?
I'm just gonna take one instinct.
Unmistakable lore, just in case. I can't think of another lore that would, in character, make sense for me to pick up right now. That would be useful. unless I suddenly become a master at Jaragumo knowledge like overnight.
How magical.
Wow.
See, I was stuck between the auto grab and adding persistent damage to the devastating bite. I figured this was more useful.
Looking at the party inventory, I think you guys did everything in the sailbox, so I'm gonna start calculating the sailbox.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have nothing else to do.
It is 11117.
Take quick into cast.
For two.
I didn't get to look at it, but I don't
Oh.
think there's anything I would necessarily add.
I put a bunch of the little consumables in there, as well as the beans that nobody took. Which might be something you want, I'm not sure.
There were 4 of them, so I took one of them.
Yeah, I took one as well.
I didn't fully look over exactly what it did because I've been so busy.
No problem. I'll give you guys one sailbox. Just have.
Those beans actually sound neat. I'll take one.
Oh, I like those. That's cool.
Yeah, I kept one as well.
Yeah, spell recognition, like quick recognition, not really useful in these games because we're just shown the spell.
Do we think we're all good with the sailbox?
Yeah, I don't have anything to add.
Yeah, calculator.
I don't think I really do either.
10, 8, 7,
Somebody
54.
grabbed a bean.
So total wealth, 5,400 gold. Was distribute. All right, gained around 1,000 gold, 1,300. Spend with it as you will. I can recommend definitely is like the +2 skill items for your skills. Like I think like the belt of athleticism or something for Shugo is the +2 for athletics, stuff like that.
Familiar feat, that's right.
Also go for anything you like. There's no level limit for this as well, so you wanted. Let me see. There's a +2 AC.
Yeah, I was supposed to check that.
Let's see. +2 AC is 1,000 gold pieces for your armor. So something, if you don't know what to get a +2 armor rune. That's basically it.
Okay.
Yep, I just bought one.
Easy,
Much
easy
as I would
peasy.
like the athleticism, I want more AC.
Hmm.
Envelope got rid of all my familiar's abilities I had there.
No. And
I
of
get a
course,
second property rune.
if you guys are done, move yourselves over the river to the Cerulean TM.
Just realized I don't have a single property rune on my armor. Whoops.
What's the name of the one that increases?
Property runes are like hard to make use of on armor. Like, there are a lot of like sort of tertiary stuff. Though once you get to higher levels, armor property runes start becoming like, oh yeah, resistance to this effect or something like that. Lower level property armor runes are kind
I don't know. I took Quicken Casting because none of the other witch feats seemed useful. And getting an extra action one turn, that seems worth it.
Buying another energy resistant rune.
How much do armor potency 2 cost?
1060.
1,060 gold.
of
Yeah.
1060 gold.
$106 platinum then.
Did you do that myself? I'm still on the +1. I can't, by chance, like apply a rune to the bands of force, right? That wouldn't make sense. I have to go to armor.
No, because the bands of force are a specific like magic item.
Yeah.
There's like bands of force greater, but nah, never mind.
I get the impression, though, that I would still benefit from the +1 saving throws on the bands of force if I started wearing +2 armor.
Yeah, you still would.
So that wouldn't have to change. Now, what is the non-armor armor? Traveling clothes, isn't it?
Explorer's clothes.
Okay, I am wearing that actually, so I don't have to worry about that. Cool. So I think I'll just buy +2 armor for 1060. That'll use up some of my money. Oh, I suppose there's property runes.
actually gonna, instead of the free action, I'm gonna get Incredible Familiar. Which will just give me 2 more familiar abilities.
Okay.
Pretty sure I have them all in order so far. Take item delivery to deliver potions. I don't know if I'm supposed to get medic from Nako. That seems like something divine. Yeah, you draw on the power of your deity. Yeah, no. Oh, spell casting. Okay, I'll take that. 5 ranks lower than my highest spell. So a first level spell it can cast. It's in my repertoire. I have some good first level spells. I could honestly give it Soothe to get someone off the ground. So 1 action, 2 action heal. I could give it Fear, Feeble, Ill Omen. The Soothe is going to heal so little at level 1. I might as well do something that doesn't matter for level. Feeble. Okay, I don't know how to choose the spell in terms of the menu for spell casting for my familiar, so I'm going to state it's Enfeeble. And because of spell battery, I get 1 extra spell rank, at least 3 ranks lower than my highest. 6 minus 3 is 3, so I get an extra 3rd rank spell.
Oh, I found 1 armor potency rune that might be useful for Sugar, perhaps even.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, armor potency, armor, property. As soon as I figure out how to post this in chat.
Just gonna prepare slow a second time just in case.
Yoink.
Okay, 1 more.
Dancing. Oh yeah, dancing's a good one. And as a reminder, guys, if you are finished with your shopping and all that, head up across the river.
Are there any items that give mental resistance?
Mental, I don't know that there really are. Not that I.
Gossamer runes really only do like the basic elements, unfortunately.
Yeah. Some effects are just harder to resist by game design.
Yeah, just the Enduro we've been fighting have had mental damage. I was like, huh, I should maybe get something.
Okay, here we go. My familiar is now. My familiar's HP is pretty close. Is getting pretty close to mine. The same armor class, or is that just showing my master? The master stats. Yeah, it's fine.
I'm just gonna accept what I have and go.
Right. So, as you all come together, all your preparations are made. Bells, things you bought. You have the fang and key. You have the knowledge of the door in, well, Governor's Manor. I'm going to say, for the purpose of today, that'll be the end of our session. That is the
Makes
end of
sense.
the previous chapter. And we'll get off on a good start next week. As we head back to where it all started, the Governor's Manor, one more time. We'll see where that leads. I hope you guys had a good time with this session.
Very good.
Very much so.
And I hope you guys not traumatized too much.
You haven't killed my dad yet.
Well, I mean, your dad doesn't have art of them on the floor dead. Yeah, I can blame the AP for. I mean, I told you playing a Pharasmite cleric would have a lot of stuff in this campaign, and there you have it.
I am so glad I did it because I was like, do I want to play a cleric or do I want to play a ranger? And you're like, you should play a cleric. I'm like, yep.
So, hope you guys enjoyed today. I'm gonna head off. I'm a little out of it. I need some rest, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Here.
Alright, well, thank you for running.
I will see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Have a good one.